Hey all, Kate here from Mineral Minecart, and recently we got to see a look at the new card writers for Kamen Rider Geats. Our first card writer was Kamen Rider Glare, then he was removed. Then our second one was also Kamen Rider Glare, but this time this version of Glare was a repaint, who is one of the people who's part of the DGP, which honestly, I don't mind the repaint because white and gold are a really good combination. And then we got to see Glare 2, who is played by the new Game Master, and all I'm going to say is I love Glare 2. I love him so much, and I really do hope whenever they release a figure of him, he comes with his glasses. Because sadly he doesn't wear his glasses with the suit, but that would be funny. I love Glare 2 so much. Like, go watch the episode. And then we get to see that the sponsors, Nihon being Geats' sponsors, Barboa, is that? Or Buroba? Yeah, Buroba is the sponsor of Buffa. We have the sponsor for Kamen Rider Nago, which is her father. And then we have the sponsor of Keiwa, my favorite Kamen Rider, which is... Here's the thing, he's unknown because the only thing we've seen of Keiwa's sponsor is this frog statue. So yeah, those are the four riders, and we get to see that yes, they have these card gun things that let them transform. And speaking of that, and as we see, this is what the gear looks like. We have the card gun holder, we have the cards, and we have the belt, which can also work with the buckles. And as you can see, these aren't your traditional cards, because usually the Kamen Riders that use cards that we have, usually the cards are like made out of the same material that like Pokemon cards are made out of. But these ones are more on the plastic side, which honestly I like that. Like, especially since they can't really bend safely. Well, unless you're strong enough, but why would you want to do that anyways? So yeah, and yeah, obviously, blue for Nihon, red/purple for Burboa, whatever her name is, green for Keiwa's sponsor, and yellow for Nago's sponsor. Now, let's get into what goes with what. Now, obviously, the blue one goes with Nihon, which we've already seen what he looks like. And before I go on, let me talk about his look. Listen, I don't hate it. It's just, like, at first, it was mostly, like, the helmet that looked weird and, like, the cards sticking out of him. But the more I looked at it, especially this one picture that I am using as reference, I'm starting to warm up to it. Especially since, again, if you look at the side part of the helmet, it does resemble a wolf, which, he is wolf-themed. So, yeah. And then, and now we go back to on topic. Buroba, yeah, Buroba, we don't, like, technically we somewhat see her henshin, but we don't get to see it actually, and we don't get to see her form, so God knows what she will be themed after. Like, maybe a snake, maybe she might, like, maybe we might get like a minotaur or something, or a snake, I don't know, maybe even a spider even. And then for the other two, like the third one being Keiwa's sponsor, all I'm going to say is his sponsor's rider form could definitely be some form of reptile, like the obvious guess is a frog, considering, frog statue. But again, it could be any other type of reptile, because we actually haven't had a reptile-themed Kamen Rider in this season. So, yeah. And then for the final one being Nago's father, or Nago's father, I definitely do feel confident that his rider form will be a lion. Because, listen, we already have a cat-themed rider, we have a white tiger-themed rider, we have a black leopard-themed rider, so it would only make sense if we got a lion-themed rider. I'm just saying. And again, feel free to share your opinions in the comment section below, and feel free to say, like, what their forms could be, like, what the forms of the other 3 sponsor riders could be, because I'm interested, like, especially with Buroba. Like, what do you think her form would look like? Maybe a snake, or some sort of, maybe even like a mythical creature, because we actually haven't gotten a rider that's themed after a mythical creature. That'd be nice. But yeah, so anyways, that was it for this video. Make sure you all subscribe and like for more, and I'll see you all later. Peace out, home guards, and goodbye.